Let's say AoE. Vi in general, we're seeing less of her, but she's still around and about. And the Xayah gets locked in for light. Good defensive tool now that you've seen all of this dive. If you've got the Feather Storm, you can end up diving into hell here a little bit for WE, but you have got a lot of tools.
Theoretically be in a number of locations quite quickly.
Vi's going to just spot out, going to go towards those Raptors. Dragon will be taken by TN.
Yeah.
Yes. WE, we're saying, hey, you need to really get some value back on these lanes. This could be a problem. Where's Crisp? He's a little late.
Oh, Breathe is definitely low. Damage being tanked by Vampire. Oh, my days. He takes an extra shot just to secure the kill. Flash out on a 1-for-1. That's not pretty.
Crisp is now here to hold the wave. It's a kill. It's to the Vi, who it's important to get some there. And he can, hang on, if they can stop the recall, yeah, Xiao could flash over and potentially get a kill on Monkey.
I think he's going to live. He's got Molten Shield. He can tank this up. There's the speed up. Flash available. Monkey's blown so much damage. Doesn't even need to blow a flash. Xiao just gets the kill. In comes Galio. Maybe that's the turnaround. Flash out of the hero's entrance. Xiao's taking torrent shots. Doesn't quite get the kill. Now the turnaround can potentially come on forward. Crisp flashes for the present. Merry Christmas.
2 for... picking up more waves. And now we can see, you know, there's a 15 CS lead for Breathe. Yes, mid lane for Xiao, who dropped a little bit there, but Weibo aren't unhappy with the amount of farm they picked up.
Yeah, they're really not. Now we come back to live. Xiao's got another stun available. Remember, still quite a lot of those big ultimates down. No hero's entrance means that Karras could theoretically be in a lot of danger. Passive comes on down potentially.
Wow.
Vampire is a staked man. Taeyu needs to be very well. Finds away the backside of the TN. Nice turnaround as they were trying to run onto the Kai'Sa, who found a great killer instinct back to the play.
Crisp still up at his level 6, of course, a little bit higher XP than Vampire was. Puts up the shield again. Karras going forwards once more.
Braum passive comes on down. Doesn't have that much CC to work with. Another passive comes on down. Feather Storm. Dead Galio. Monkey now being run out. Gets rooted up by said Feathers. Flash Q. Should be able to get him out to safety and they can't get the kill on him.
Jace actually kills the Kai'Sa when she tries to dive. Watch out for that later on.
Goes to the skies and smacks her down. Good knock up there on Taeyu. Turn around now with the cease and desist. But unfortunately, there's an ult and a double knock up. Monkey is a very squished primate. Taeyu's going to cleanse, but unfortunately Taeyu can go on forward flash to get towards the blast gun, but that means that this Kai'Sa is not. He's going to try and recall, but Xiao's looking to stop them. Breathe in the river, looking to get some more kills. Can Xiao find the stun? Gets the kill! No, he missed!
He missed the go. And it still didn't matter. 2 for none for Weibo as WE, they're getting panicked. They're getting so panicked, and God, it's happening again. The 1-7 WE, which looks so much better than their series score, may well be losing another series where they were so dominant in one game. But get that gold for the Jays, get the feats of strength. If the Herald goes down on the other side, so be it. Doesn't even get started in this case. We'll get it. They will be spotted. I mean, there is a chance that something happens now. Vi coming in from the bot side. Is he spotted on mid? No. There's a ward in here. Karras could potentially go for a flash taunts. Here comes the Renekton. So, Weibo, you might have that fight on your hands.
Oh, baby. Vampire stunned up. Cleanse. Backside. Monkey. Cease and desist. That's
Galio's cancelled.
But Galio is cancelled. Oh, the hero's entering nowhere. But an L in the score sheet. Taeyu gets hit with the to the skies. And the Mercury Hammer breaks the skull of Taeyun's Kai'Sa.
I'm so sorry for attributing your awesome play up to Xiaohu. Also a great fight from him too. But Breathe, game-changing play.
Team WE is blasting off again.
Oh my god. Vampire does have flash. Potentially could go for something, but they don't have the Kai'Sa ult to follow up. Breathe, what a game he's had. 2k up now.
Don't think Tien cares about this. Oh my god, the damage onto Monkey. Tien's still got an ult to work with. Vampire has to flash out. Teleport behind Xiao with the flash. And the stun available. Take some disintegrations. Chris puts up the door. WE now going to have to fight their way out of this. Tien flashing away to safety. Breathe now in danger. Trying to turn onto him. But the rest of Weibo are here to fight. In comes the redemption. They have at least got a few back. But unfortunately, I say a few. I just mean Tien. The rest of them eat more fire. A taunt across many with the shield of Duran, but it breaks under the full force of Weibo Gaming.
And what was likely a good corral from them. They'll kill off, was it all 5 members? For one Tien just dying there? Weibo stomping home in the mid game, and WE the full 3 games sadly for them. And Weibo, they have been the better team. Yes, game 1 was a stomp, but they stomped back in game 2, and this one's arguably being even more dominant.
First turret of the game at least goes towards WE. They get that one on the board for them. Sorry, first turret for them, of course. Weibo Gaming significantly further along the line on that one. They've got 4 structures already. Atakan now being started by Weibo Gaming will be no response. And much like we criticised Tien and they had to give plaudits where they were due, I think the same probably has to be done for Crisp here. Wonderful angle in that place.
Yes.
Very good brawn play. And honestly, the Bard last game, the mid-game Temper Faith, the Cosmic Bindings, really on point. He's always been a bit of a mercurial player, but on his champions, on his game, you can see why this guy once upon a time
one world championship.
Yeah, it's been a while since we could talk about stuff like his Blitzcrank and his Thresh. There is going to be an inner turret for inner turret trade. There is also an objective bounty on top of that too, but there's an extra inner turret for Weibo, so they are still trading up. WE, they get an objective bounty. It's about as good as they can get from that scenario. It's not really good enough. They'll head back towards the river defensively, not overstay. Weibo grouping up, making sure that W can't pick them off with the likes of Vi. Kai'Sa flying in, and Vampire's caught, staked in the sunlight, goes down for his 4th death of the game.
It's just not easy. It's just not hard anymore. It's a 3k gold lead for the Jace. It's a 2k gold lead for the Xayah.
WE got a lot of praise for their jungle support, and they absolutely should do for their wins. However, this is the backswing of it. When things start to go wrong, Monkey and Vampire still try and look for their creativity, and in some ways I can't blame them, but it does sometimes double down. Monkey looking for that flash. Where's the Kai'Sa?
Breathe. Now potentially in danger. The moment we say maybe
Chris.
that's what they need, but Breathe can't quite survive. Chris did all the work he could, but now the TP's coming on through there to burn a lot to get a hold of the Jace. Turnaround's coming on through. Chris survives, gets to throw out another present. They are going to turn it around as actually Shao goes on down. All the while Light, though, is free firing. There are feathers everywhere. It's a bloody bird's nest. Karis now needs to back away. It's 3 for 2 currently. Better than perhaps
They get something. Even then, though, so far behind, it is still going to be sold to the side of Weibo. It's Chemtech. It's a bit of a problematic one for WE, actually, because trying to kill. The only thing I'll say is I think the redemption should have been earlier from Chris. If that came through, I think he actually lives. I think this redemption is too late from Chris. That's the one misplay. Gets there in time for the shield. Should have pressed his damn redemption button.
And then Chris just about survived to come back to life, and that is a dead Karis. Imagine this game state if they're having wards like that to spot out Breathe from a lot further away. He was trying to be as safe as he could. He was using max range shock blast to scout. Still got caught.
Reminder, folks, Baron is not available. W will try and cross map. I mean, they have one grub wherever, not even the 3, but they have a Jace which will destroy this. Inhibitor will go down. Yes, a mid lane outer turret will be taken.
They can keep going.
Hang on a second. Mid lane outer turret is not a worthwhile trade for the frickin' Nexus.
Nexus turret number 1 goes down. WE gonna have to burn the Dominus by some time, but that's a very dead looking Renekton to me. Pair of handbags, perhaps. Not sure how much skin there is with the Dominus rolling, but all the while, Nani is using her Tivers to tank up the next turret number 2. It's gone as well. They don't need a Baron. They don't need anything but violence. In comes the hero's entrance, but up into the sky goes Light, trying to get on top of him. Light does go down as Taeyun flies into the backside. Is traded out. They'll lose the Vi as well. Knock up onto Karis, and the statue is fractured. Weibo Gaming dismantle WE in game 3.
A heartbreaking 3-game series again for WE, who are left at 1-8 in series. It is heartbreak for them once again. Weibo